for this review, we've got the Transformers Legacy United Cybertron Universe Starscream. This is yet another Starscream that we have to add to our collection along with Armada and all the other Starscreams we've gotten. The packaging is pretty cool. This is still in the realm of packaging with the exposed window. The red and orange and yellow looks really nice against this bluish purple background. Looking at the figure before taking it out, the figure looks pretty cool. I did not have this figure back in the day. This was a point where I was not really paying too much attention to Transformers, but I'm aware of the character and I'm looking forward to getting it out here. On this side, we've got some nice artwork, some Cybertronian text. On this side, we just have a breakout of the Legacy United poster. And on the back, we've got his two different modes. It says it's 26 steps, so it's fairly complicated transformation. And it does show that he's got some cool weapons and a cyber key. So glad they included that. Okay, let's get him out of the package and let's go over the robot mode. All right, so here is Starscream out of the box, and as you can see, he's a bit lanky. He's got kind of a small head and kind of a long body. Outside of that, he's looking pretty cool. A lot of his parts are detachable, so these wing pieces can be moved around into different configurations. But currently the way they're configured is the way that the toy is meant to be displayed. He's got a gun, and you can put a little cyber key that he comes with. On there, and there's a little slot that this just pegs into. And then you can pretend that this cyber key does something. One thing that's interesting, and I know these aren't meant to be compatible with the original series, but the cyber keys for the original toys were much larger and the symbols were painted. Just something interesting to note. There are also blades that swing out, and this was a design element in the original toy also, so he can wield those as well. I would say overall he's got some really good paint apps, and there is a lot of detailing and design work done on this guy. His head is on a ball joint, but there's limited movement because of the sculpt. There's just not a lot of clearance, and it does seem to be pretty tight. The shoulders do go out a little bit. He's got a bicep swivel. He's got double elbows, but you're going to have some limitations due to how the sculpt is done. But actually, that's actually pretty good. The hands do rotate. It's a little bit hard to do it with the gauntlets on the side, but they do rotate. He's got a disc hinge, upper thigh swivel, more than 90 knee bend, good side rocker, good up and down, mostly due to transformation. So you can really get some dynamic poses out of this guy. And with all the ports that he has access to, you can armorize this guy up and just come up with all crazy stuff for it. Another thing is he's got these wings that are going to be more important for his flight mode, and they just kind of peg in. I guess you can unpeg them, and do other stuff with them. It's an interesting design. Just some built-in playability where you can do a lot of stuff with this character. Normally, you don't get that kind of thing in a transformer. You know, transforming is normally the gimmick. So let's compare him with a few other figures. So here we have him with Armada Starscream, and he's a little bit taller, but Armada Starscream is a little bit bulkier. This sword is a third-party sword. I don't remember who made this. I don't think this is one of the major brands. This is somebody I found off of eBay. But he looks pretty good compared to Armada Starscream. And then we've got a G186 Starscream. Again, much taller, but G1 Starscream is a lot bulkier as far as, you know, width and the way his uh, the way he's designed. And I don't know if I got a really good shot, but this is the back. The back doesn't have a whole lot going on. There's not really any paint on the back. Some carryover from the front of the foot, but interesting enough, a lot of good line work going on with the sculpt. Okay, so that is robot mode. Let's put him into vehicle mode and take a look at that. All right, so here is Starscream in his vehicle mode, and transforming him wasn't too complicated, but there's a lot going on with the feet and even these arms, some clever things that they've got going on with the transformation that was not easy to figure out without looking at the instructions. I try to look at I try to transform them without the instructions just for, you know, my own enjoyment, and this one was a little difficult. Um, and then there is supposed to be a way to mount this gun underneath. Can't quite remember how to do this. Okay, I believe, yeah, there's some tabs on the side here where you can kind of just nestle this in and close this guy up, and then you can store the gun there. You can still you could try storing the gun on some of these other ports, but I don't think it would come off very well. I think overall this is a nice design. This definitely is faithful to the Cybertron design. He cleans up pretty decently. The translucent purple plastic looks nice. They've even have this homage to the faux head, or a faux head homaging the original toy where this was Starscream's head sticking out at the top. So very, very, very nice. And where they've put paint, it looks good in the vehicle mode. Even these points where there are pins showing, they just kind of blend into the vehicle mode. So I thought that was kind of nice. Um, Here he is with Armada Starscream, and they've got a similar mass, although Cybertron Starscream looks a little bit bigger. And here we've got him with the War for Cybertron Starscream, just to show, you know, where some of these design elements from here transfer over here. Technically, this guy is inspired by the G1 first episode. So they're both inspired by something else. And you can kind of see how one designer was influenced to create this, and another designer was influenced to create that. So it's kind of cool. I would say the War for Cybertron probably has a bigger presence. Like it seems like it's got more mass and size to it. And then we still have our place for our cyber key. It's nice. Wondering if we're going to get more Cybertron stuff. I can't remember. But we've gotten that one character. We had kind of a Cybertron series inspired Optimus for War for Cybertron, but it would be good if they could go back and make a more faithful version to that Optimus. And then we've got Megatron, and then oh yeah, we got Hotshot coming out, so we'll have at least one more. So maybe we need some more Decepticons now. So I'm guessing that'll be the next big thing if they do more Cybertron characters. So that's it for the review. Let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching, and tune in to some more videos coming up. Thank you.